very warm welcome to the bustling city of Tokyo, and we're here at the Tokyo Metropolitan Gymnasium for finals day at the Yonex Open Japan, the 7th event on the 12 tournament MetLife BWF World Superseries. What a wonderful crowd we've got in today for finals day at these championships. We've had a great crowd all week, incidentally. Now, of course, the Super Series is the elite tier of tournaments throughout the year, and as I was saying, 12 tournaments, but you're probably saying there's 13 listed there because at the end of the year we have the Destination Dubai World Super Series finals. Just the top 8 players or pairs in each of the 5 disciplines will qualify for the end of season championships, the Destination Dubai Super Series finals. And I can tell you the players loved it last year, and the race is on to qualify once again for the Destination Dubai World Super Series finals. Well, it is finals day today, as I say, and we're starting with mixed doubles, and the world and Olympic champions are also the defending champions here, Zhang and Zhao Yunlei. They're up against the European champions, Joachim, Fischer, Nielsen and Christinna, Pedersen, today appearing in their 3rd Japan Open final. Then we've got women's singles, an all-Japanese affair, and the only final not featuring a left-hander, Akane Yamaguchi against Nozomi Okuhara. And, of course, the all-Japanese final means that Japan guaranteed the women's singles title. Then we've got men's singles and the 2-time Olympic champion, also twice a former champion here in Japan, Lin Dan, appearing today in his 5th Japan Open final. He's up against Fischer of Denmark today in his 4th Super Series tournament final, his 3rd this year, but he's still looking for his 1st ever Super Series title. Then we've got women's doubles, and Christinna Pedersen and Camilla Ruta-Yul, the European champions and World Championships silver medalists. They're up against 2 Chinese players playing in their 1st ever tournament together, but both former champions here in Japan with different partners. Last of our finals is men's doubles, the defending champions and world #1s, Lee Yong-dae and Yu Young-sung, up against Fu Haifeng and Zhang Nan. Well, the fans here in Tokyo have already been enjoying some pre-final entertainment with some of the sport's biggest stars taking on some of the youngsters. Well, before the mixed doubles final gets underway, a chance for us to look at the Super Series standing, the Destination Dubai rankings. Now, win or lose, Zhang and Zhao Yunlei will remain #1, but their opponents currently #5, as you saw. If the Danes were to win today, they will go up 3 places to #2. If they lose today's final, they'll only go up 2 places to #3 on those Destination Dubai rankings. So the players coming on to court for the first of our finals here today. A 3rd final for the Danes here at the Yonex Open Japan. Will it be 3rd time lucky for them? Because their 2 previous appearances in the finals, and they have been beaten on those 2 previous occasions, 2009 and 2011. World Championship bronze medalists, of course, the Danes, their opponents 3 times world champions.
混合ダブルスに出場する選手並びに審判員の紹介をいたします。ザンナン、チャオ・ユンレイ。
So the world and Olympic champions, the defending champions here, trying to make it 3 in a row and a 4th Japan Open title in all.
Christinna Pedersen, Denmark.
Joachim, Fischer, Nielsen and Christinna Pedersen of Denmark, the reigning European champions, twice World Championship bronze medalists, 2009 and 2014, and of course in London 2012 were the bronze medalists. So this a match-up of the very, very highest quality. Our umpire for this one, his first duty, the toss of the coin. Aidemoto Kashihara. Our umpire from Japan, Fabio Beto of Italy, will be the service judge. So 2 of 3 or 4 pairs who have really dominated world badminton over the last few years. Here, the reigning world and Olympic champions, 3 times world champions. It's an obvious reason why they are world #1s. First won this title back in 2010 and won it for the last 2 years as well. So they're going for their 3rd consecutive title and their 4th in total. Looking at their path through to today's final, that's very impressive indeed, isn't it? The number 7 seeds, the married couple of Chris and Gabby Adcock in the quarter-final stage, and then the number 8 seeds, Go Sun-kyung and Kim Ha-na in yesterday's semi-final. All of their matches in straight games. That first round opponents, incidentally, won the Australian Superseries earlier this year. So Zhang Nang, 25, his partner, 29. As far as the Danes are concerned, well, Joachim Fischer Nielsen is 36, Christinna Pedersen 29, the number 5 in the world ranking at the moment, but they did spend one glorious week as world #1s from the 2nd of April earlier this year. Beaten finalists twice here, 2009 and 2011. This their 4th final of the year. And they, like their opponents, have had a great run through. Only played against 1 seeded pair, that was in the quarterfinal, against the World Championships silver medalists Liu Cheng and Bao Yi-sin. Yesterday's semi-final also against a Korean pair. So this, as you can see, is the 18th meeting between these 2 pairs, and of the previous 17, it is in fact the Danes who have the slight advantage. But not only do they have the slight advantage, I think most importantly, they've won the last 3 occasions, not just that last one. Didn't actually say, but that was last year's India Super Series, so they haven't played for over a year. 11 of the previous 17 meetings have been 3 games. So as I was saying earlier, our court officials from Japan and Italy. Well, Japanese Japan Open, one of the most favourite tournaments of all the players. Oh my goodness, isn't the presentation looking good? The court illuminated in the centre of the arena. The Chinese pair going for their 3rd consecutive title. That wouldn't be a record, incidentally. Park Ju-bong and Chung Myung-hee of Korea won 4 consecutive titles between 1988 and 1991.
China. And on my left, Joachim Fischer Nielsen, Christinna Pedersen, Denmark. Yunlei to serve, Joachim Fischer Nielsen, Labo. Play.
Well, play won't start yet because we could clearly see that somebody in the background there was trying to take a photograph with flashlight photography, and that is not permitted. So here we go, mixed doubles final. Yeah, well, it's still a problem. Well, before we get underway, I can tell you that the last Europeans to win the Japan Open mixed doubles title were also Danes. You have to go back 20 years, 1995, Thomas Lund and his now wife, Marlene Thompson, who won the title here in 1995. And Thomas Lund is, of course, now running world badminton. He is the chief operating officer and Secretary General of the BWF.
One love.
Yeah, well, the public address just disturbing the players. And therefore, just waiting until that had concluded. Yeah, good aggressive play from the defending champions. Great serve. This is the 6th final of the year for this Chinese pair. 42nd career final, well, service fault has been called. Above the waist, says Fabio Betto, our service judge from Italy. Oh, the luck of the net cord. And even the dive from Joachim Fischer couldn't retrieve it.
3-all.
The drive defence from Zhang so flat over the net. Well, Joachim Fischer, the only player on court who isn't playing twice today. The other 3 players are all contesting 2 finals. The women's doubles and the men's doubles, obviously. There's that flat defence again. Oh, definitely some Danish fans here in the stadium. Big high lift. Oh, I thought that might be going long. Well, if the European champions want to win this Yonex Open Japan title, the 3rd final, they need to keep Zhao Yunlei away from that net area. She is so dominant from the front of the court. Oh, that's a great defensive shot. No, it's too flat, it's gone long.
6-4.
Ooh, well, did that touch his shirt? Certainly no call.
Service order.
Well,
5.
he got faulted before for serving too high, and he's lost his rhythm. Yeah, a service error.
Service order. 7-5.
Well, they're so dominant in attack. It's not just Zhao Yunlei at the front of the court, Zhang as well. He closes down that mid-court area. Somehow, we've got to force the Chinese pair to defend. Much easier said than done. And even when they are defending, there we go. Attack from the Danes, paying dividends. But you can't expect to win it on the first or second smash. You're going to have to work the rally. Gosh, she's holding that serve for a long time. Yeah, but it doesn't put off Zhao Yunlei. Desperately trying to find that mid-court area. The Danes trying to get it past her, but she's so alert, so agile. It had virtually gone past her, but she still plays a winner. Incredible. There she is again.
9-7.
Playing around the head shot once more rather than the backhand, and look at the accuracy of that. That is magnificent.
Service order. 8-9.
Yeah, the more that the European champions can force Zhang to take the shuttle below tape height. So in other words, you've got to get the shuttle going in a downward direction. And I think mixing up the pace a bit more. I think the Chinese pair is just superb feeding off pace of shot. If there's no pace on the shot that they have to react to, then I think they find it more difficult. Oh, clever. Brilliant. What great awareness from Christinna Pedersen. My goodness me. Well, that will make Zhang think before trying to rush the net again in future. Once she gets involved in the front, Zhao Yunlei, she's just relentless. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Little look from the Danes towards the line judge. Well, you knew as soon as the shuttle was struck, it was going to land in. So 2-point advantage for the two-time defending champions. Bingi, Chinese coach, former world champion Lee Yongbo. Look at that, plumb on the line.
20 seconds. 20 seconds. Thank you, coach. So Yunlei service. Service. 11-9. Play.
All starts with a wonderful low serve, and from there she just dominates everything. Yeah, there's. Oh, it's gone long.
That is over. 10.
No, she was there. Right place at the right time. And I think there was a little thought about challenging that. We've got the Hawkeye instant review system in operation here. Brilliant. Yeah. Saw the gap. Drove the shuttle into the open space. Yeah. It's a very dangerous thing to try and hit through Zhao Yunlei. Trying to drive it deep into the forehand corner, and she's alert to that. Put that away with venom. Just watch her movement as her partner's about to hit. Just a little step further forward to the net. And that movement forward obviously forces the Danes back in court.
15-11.
Yeah, I think the umpire just having a word with the Chinese pair, saying don't give any verbal celebrations or any visual indications that you think the shuttle has landed out. It's perceived as trying to influence the line judge. Look at her movement again. No, she made an error. How many shuttles does Zhao Yunlei manage to intercept? It's phenomenal. Good rally. Oh, lucky net cord. Oh, when the Danes first reached the final here at the Japan Open 6 years ago, they lost out to the Thailand pair of Songpong Anugreteawan and Kunchela Verovici Chaikul. And then 2 years later, lost out to the pair from Chinese Taipei, Chen Hongling and Chen Wen-sing. Look at the frustration from Christinna Pedersen. And that's a worrying sign for Danish fans. Low service short. Yeah, he's definitely lost his rhythm, hasn't he, on his serve? Well, Danish coach Kenneth Jonassen has left his coaching bench and gone and talked to the tournament referee and said, come on, look, you've got to do something about all this flashlight photography. Quite right, they do need to do something about it. We need some stewards to go and tell these people off. Now you see, that's the sort of shot that I was talking about earlier. Less pace. Nothing for the Chinese to feed off. Yeah, a call from Joachim Fischer. Well played, Chris. Oh, for goodness sake. Called a fault?
19-16.
The fault was called on the defensive shot that Christinna Pedersen played. There was no way that was a fault. Well, they lost the rally anyway, but so it makes no difference. But that was an extraordinary call. It's gone long.
17-19.
Needs a good serve here, Pedersen. Oh! That can't have missed by much. And the error on serve gifts 3 game point opportunities to the defending champions. Yeah, they only needed the one opportunity.
21-17.
21-17 in 22 minutes. Well, Kenneth Jonassen, the Danish coach, has got some hard work to do here. Well, for Zhao Yunlei, 2 world titles last month. 2 more world titles, I should say. She's now the most successful player in the history of the World Championships. 10 medals, 5 of them gold.
Okay.
3 mixed doubles world titles.
Det der med at slå en kvier op på efter det første angreb, det er en rigtig god idé, for de sætter sig bare ned og tager næsten et skridt frem.
Han kommer stormende hver gang skridt på bagen. Især hvis det er, at du bliver for overstilling.
Ja.
Det var en helt god
20 seconds.
til ham.
20 seconds.
Det var det selvfølgelig.
Det var det. Ja,
Second game. Love ball. Play.
So 1 game to the goods. The defending champions and 3-time winner of this Yonex Open Japan title. Opening game 21-17. Can the Danes respond? Well, that was a nice idea, trying to change the pace there. Pedersen. Yeah. Once again, a blocked shot, a softer shot, this time on the defence, guiding the shuttle across court. Again, having the desired effect for the Danes. Oh, there's a challenge here. It was called out. We will await for Hawkeye to adjudicate. Chinese pair awfully quick to challenge, which means that they must be pretty certain, but I thought the line judge got it right, and so does Hawkeye.
Challenge unsuccessful. 3-1. Zhao Yunlei, 1 challenge remaining. Play.
Brilliant.
4-1.
Yeah, got to try and find those angles, find those open spaces. That's brilliance once again from Zhao Yunlei. Yeah, there's the block. They've obviously been told take the pace out of the shuttle as much as possible while still playing attacking shots. So get it going in a downward direction, but not with pace. Service fault called.
Service over. 3-6.
Yeah, faster pace in that rally. And then who wins it? Chinese combination. That's a great angle. Yeah, Zhang does stand awfully near the centre of the court to defend the smash, trying to help his partner out, and therefore there is a gap down his forehand side, but it's incredibly difficult to find it. And if he reads it, of course, you're going to play yourselves into trouble, because then there'll be a big gap straight down the line your side of the court. Her positioning within the rally, absolutely spot on, giving herself opportunities to intercept. There's the movement off the shuttle that's so impressive with Zhao Yunlei. Good rally. Well, I'd be interested to know how long that rally was. Was that longer than the previous one? No, we don't know. Wide of the centre line. And that's yet another service error from Zhang.
9-6 break.
Goodness. It's a good rally. The left-handed Joachim Fischer almost looked as if he was climbing a ladder at one stage. Thunder down a smash. It was prior to that. clever defence. Yeah, well taken from Christinna Pedersen. And the European champions have a 5-point advantage here at the mid-game interval of game number 2. And it's the change of pace, the softer shots within the rally that are giving the Danes opportunities. Oh, what was that? From Kenneth, something more about flick serves, or be careful on the flicks. I didn't really hear something about flick serves.
Twenty seconds. 20 seconds. Thank you, coach. Fischer service. Eleven, 6, play. Service over. 7-11.
That's not what you want coming out of a mid-game interval when you've got the advantage. You want to immediately continue to put pressure on your opponents. And gifting a point away with a service error is not what you want.
Service over. 12-7.
Well, it's 14 months, over 14 months since this Danish pair last won a Super Series title. Brilliant, good attacking play. Their last Super Series title being the Indonesia Premier Super Series of last year. Well, they have an extraordinary record to keep going. They've won at least one Super Series title every year since they formed their partnership in 2008. So that's 7 straight years so far.
14-7.
If they're able to win this final, then that's 8 straight years of winning at least one Super Series title. Well, very much looks as if we'll be treated to a third and deciding game.
Service over. 8-15.
The smash across the body of Zhao Yunlei, forcing a short lift, and of course the obvious shot, the straight lift, which arrives on the left-hander's forehand side. Set play. Was landed in. The call had come from Pedersen to her partner to leave it. And it was clearly in. Yeah, good judgment.
11-16.
Well, all of a sudden it's believable again that the Chinese can come back in this second game. Oh, missed opportunity, and he knows it. I think the Danes, the yell of delight after that rally. There's some great defensive play from Pedersen. An indication of how important they rated that rally. Stopped the run of points from their opponents. Oh, what a return. What a return.
17.
Was another challenge here from the Chinese pair, and I suspect it might be a wasted challenge. That looked out to me, but well,
15-17.
I should emphasise that the Hawkeye system being used here does rely on subjective human opinion. It's not the same system that they use in tennis. I am surprised about that call. One point in it now, would you believe it? 8 points adrift at one stage. Oh, my goodness, she's human. Zhao Yunlei missing a sitter at the net. Well, the nerves are obviously jangling with the Danes. Yeah, indecision from Zhang.
19-17.
What a great serve.
20, game point, 17.
That was nigh on perfect. 3 game point opportunities for the Danes to send this to a third and deciding game. Oh, between the legs.
Service over. 18, 20.
Desperation. Second game point opportunity is converted, and the Danes take the second game to level this final at 1 game apiece.
1 game all.
21-18. With 45 minutes into the match, it's 1 game all.
Så opsummerer vi. Det, der er succesen, det er stadigvæk blive ved med at stå langt. Hvis du kommer nemlig til at spille lidt for langt ind til ham, så er det, han begynder at dominere med baghånden. Okay? Men igen, skal jeg svipperne med, og så den korte linje. Bare se den en gang.
Ja. Du skal så langt frem og stå, så vi har mulighed for den.
Ja.
Vi må ikke stå og slås i det der opad i spil.
Så hvis vi har svært ved lige pludselig hele sav og gå på den, så en lille maskering på, så I selv køber jer lidt tid. Ja. Hvis vi lægger den væk, eller bare vi flytter den en lille smule. Okay? Så lad os lige opsummere. Langt frem stå. Hvis vi er under hegnet, så skal vi altså have løftet med. Det giver gode muligheder, men vi skal stå ret langt frem.
Ja.
Ja?
Og så er det altså, så er det, det fungerer godt med, at du kommer frem og trykker lidt der på retur. Ja. Det må ikke kun blive de der... Det er alt for safe.
Men vi kan altså spille deres korte forhåndshjørne, fordi vinden tager fra det.
Ja.
Final game. Love all. Play.
So third and deciding game. Danes in their third final here at the Japan Open, looking for their first title. Their opponents have already won the Japan Open 3 times. Now, I think both sets of coaches have told their players try and keep Zhao Yunlei or Christinna Pedersen to the back of the court. Both seem to be employing the same tactics in that rally. Brilliant. There's the tactic again. They're clearing to each other. And again, and again. And that's landed just long. And it's clear. Both pairs have been given the same tactics.
1.
Yeah, Danes, a little bit of confusion. Who was to take that earlier shot? Yeah, and again confusion. Oh, this is all a little fast and furious. I think the Danes need to slow it down a little. Yeah, like that. Yeah. As soon as the pace was taken off within the middle of that rally, and the whole momentum changed. Changed in favour of the Danes. Without the longest rally of the match so far, 28 shots. Well, that's 3 times already in this third and deciding game that the Danes have been slightly hesitant as to who's going to take the shot. Well, that's clever placement by Zhao Yunlei, forcing that indecision. Raises his hand in apology for the good fortune of the net court. It would seem that coach Yonex has been advising his players what I was suggesting. Don't give your opponents any pace of shot to feed off. Slow it down. Well, when both pairs agree to change the shuttle, I think that it should be just allowed. Umpire initially saying no. Good flick serve. that's a good defence. Yeah, she's pleased with that. So she should be. Look at that. Well, Zhang smashing pretty much onto her racket. And she's way committed to the backhand defence like that. Superbly. If you want to break down her defence, you've got to get it across the body. A little more towards her right hip. Yeah, the left and right-handed combination. The setup.
8-5.
It's a good serve, even better return. That was an incredible tight spinning net shot from Zhao Yunlei. Well, the players being allowed to towel down and take on board some liquid. We're 4 minutes shy of the hour mark.
Nine, 6, play.
Dear me.
7-9.
Make that his third service error. And he's been faulted. That's at least 4 points he's gifted. Well, she deserved her luck there, Christinna Pedersen. So, European champions have the advantage, a 4-point advantage here in the deciding game against the world and Olympic champions.
Rigtig godt spiller og godt kæmpe, når de fanger jer en enkelt gang. Men I får det kun ved, at I står langt fremme og er ekstremt disciplineret, når I ikke er i en god position.
Ja, jeg kommer nogle gange til at åbne tidligt, men altså...
Ja, men du skal også følge i, om hvis der er sådan en, der ikke er god, så må du gerne.
Ja.
Stadigvæk. Vi skal have en enkelt svipper med her efter pausen. Vi skal lige have spillet bagbanen, så bliver der plads deroppe.
20 seconds.
De kommer til at spille ren tryk og næsten no lift.
Ja, det gjorde de også, Jan. Der trykkede de. Helt til inden omkring mig.
Ja.
Pedersen service.
Yeah, it's a fair amount of strapping on Zhang. That isn't there, on his back, on his knee. And he's got another final to play today. Men's doubles, the last final. His partner, Zhao Yunlei, will face Christinna Pedersen once again in the 4th final of the day in the women's doubles. Nice idea.
Service over.
It's just wide of the mark.
11.
Good rally. Very good rally. As the match clock ticks over the hour mark. Badminton still of the very, very highest quality. Not the longest rally, but probably one of the best rallies. Yeah, the pace and intensity has just gone up a couple of notches. Oh, it's clever. Brilliant. Now that could possibly be the longest rally of the match so far. That was a wonderful punch clear. There we are. Indeed it is the longest rally of the match so far.
Break.
Oh, that's wild.
39.
A wry smile. Oh, that's good play.
49.
Well, there was talk about a year ago, just under a year ago, about the Danes maybe splitting up their partnership. Thank goodness they've decided to continue playing together. They are a very, very good pair. Entertaining to watch. And here in the final, a 5-point advantage. Oh, look, there's a big gap at the front. Brilliant defence. Yeah, she's beginning to look and wait for that smash across the body. And therefore, she's ready with a forehand defence. Here, she knows it's going to come cross-court. That is superb. What a shot. Oh, it's just wide. Well, they haven't used a challenge yet.
10, 15.
That must have been out because they haven't challenged. Oh, goodness, what's happened? Oh, what on earth happened? Oh, goodness me. Well, he's obviously in physical distress. Was it his right ankle or his right knee? Immediately, Zhao Yunlei knew it was serious. Medical team are on court. Oh dear, I think it might be the knee. Yeah, I think it is the knee. Oh, I don't like this at all. I've had to go through 5 knee operations. And every time I see a player hurt their knee, that awful, agonizing moment when I first did my knee in comes flooding back to me. I can hardly bear to watch. I know exactly what the player's going through. Well, they're going to apply some more tape. Remember, he's supposed to be playing another final, the men's doubles final, later today. Well, what's made me think it's so serious is the way that he stopped immediately and the concern of his partner. Yeah, it's definitely the knee, no question of that. Well, the 2 coaches off the coaching bench. Well, I do hope it isn't that serious. Well, of course, the Danes will try and move him as much as possible. Well, he seems to be moving all right. Half his strapping has come off already. Good rally. It was a miss-hit, the final kill, for which he apologises, but if it had been a clean hit, it would have been an even crisper winner. Yeah, these rallies are getting longer and longer. 44 shots. Desperation defense from Christinna Pedersen. Well, that's nice. Yeah, this is a softer downward shot has forced the error yet again. Yeah, there is plenty of Danish support. it's clever smash. Very good.
Service over. 12-17. Fischer. Hold. Service over.
3 points required by the Danes to win this title at their 3rd attempt in a final. Oh, dear me. Dear me.
13-18.
All-out attack from Zhang. And whatever the earlier problem with the knee, seems to be fine now, apart from the strapping, which is coming loose there. Softer smash. Yeah. Chinese pair struggle to deal with it. 2 tantalising points needed for the title. Good serve. Well, can he hold his nerve? Yeah. Well, Christinna Pedersen desperately trying to calm her partner down. Yeah, she's taken a big gulp of air as well, trying to relax.
16-19.
Danish pair at the moment, crippled by nerves. This is a huge point. Yeah, the serve was going short, the call from Joachim Fischer to his partner, but she was committed to it. She had to return it. And now, just 1 point the deficit. Six of the last 7 points going to the defending champions from China. Oh, I don't believe it. 19 all. Seven of the last 8 points now. Oh, it's in. Would you believe it? 6 straight points, and they're on the verge of victory, the defending champions. It's a match point opportunity. Service error from Zhao Yunlei. Well, I thought it was the Danes that were feeling all the nerves, but the nerves obviously apparent with all players on court. So having just saved a match point, now the Danes a match point opportunity themselves.
Fischer.
Oh, that's a shocking sight. That is absolutely shocking. I told you he was nervous. Dear me, poor man. 21 all. Need a clear 2-point difference between the two pairs unless we get to 29 all, and then it's a sudden death. Well, good variation on the return of serve, trying to play it deep into the forehand corner. And now a second match point opportunity for the Danes. And better for them that Pedersen is serving. Yes, they've done it. It is third time lucky, their third final here at the Yonex Open Japan. And for the first time, they take the title. What a thrilling final game. Remember, they'd been 18-12 up. They then faced a match point at 19-20. And the two-time defending champions, the world and Olympic champions, beaten in this thrilling final. 1 hour and 17 minutes. And their first Super Series title for over 14 months, and their incredible record of winning at least one Super Series title every year since they formed their partnership in 2008. That record continues. This is the 8th consecutive year that they have won a Super Series title. The 20-year wait for a Danish pair to win the mixed doubles title here in Tokyo is over. Denmark have champions once more. This, the moment of victory, the good low serve, forcing the error. Their second title of the year, but their first Super Series of 2015. They're courtside, and I think in just a moment we're going to be able to have a word with them. hopefully you could hear what they were saying, how delighted they were to finally win the title after losing in 2 previous finals here in Tokyo. It's their 12th Super Series title, and their first for over 14 months. Well, the prize presentation will be coming up in just a moment. Three Chinese pairs at the quarter-final stage. That was whittled down to 1 by semi-finals. With 2 Korean pairs. But the Danish combination of Joachim, Fischer, Nielsen and Christinna Pedersen, well, magnificent today in their 20th Super Series tournament final. Take their 12th Super Series title.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now ready to begin the prize presentation ceremony of the mixed doubles.
第3位、コウ・スンキュン選手、キム・ハナ選手、韓国。
The semi-finalists are Ko Sung-kyun, Kim Hana, Korea.
同じく第3位、キム・ヒジュン選手、シン・ソンチャン選手、韓国。
Kim Hee-jun, Shin Hong-chan, Korea.
Ko Sung-kyun and Kim Hana, and the other Korean pair of Kim Ji-jung and Shin Sung-chan.
The runners-up are Channa, Yunlei, China.
Well, it was their 32nd Super Series tournament final, and it's only the 8th time they've been beaten in a Super Series final.
The champions are Joachim, Christinna, Pedersen of Denmark.
Well, it was indeed 3rd time lucky. 2-time beaten finalists prior to this year. This year, they are the champions at the Yonex Open Japan.
銅メダル、並びに第1出場金$3,850が、ヨネックス株式会社代表取締役社長、林田康文より贈られます。
The bronze medals, prize money of $3,850 are presented to the semi-finalists by Mr. Saki Hayashida, the president and the representative director of Yonex.
So Ko Sung-kyun receives his medal, as indeed Kim Hana. They have won Super Series titles in the past, but for Kim and Shin, that was their first ever Super Series tournament semi-final as a pair. Mr. Hayashida, president of Yonex, making the presentations to the bronze medalists.
銀メダル、並びに第2賞金$1450が、公益財団コーチ、日本バドミントン協会会長、綿貫上介より贈られます。
The silver medals and the prize money of $10,450 are presented to Channa and Yunlei by Mr. Kamisuke Watanuki, the president of Nippon Badminton Association.
Mr. Watanuki, president of the Nippon Badminton Association, presenting the silver medals to Zhang and Zhao Yunlei. Their 4th final here in Japan, and the first time they've been beaten in a final in this particular tournament.
それでは優勝のヨアキム・フィッシャー・ニールセン選手、クリスティナ・ペデルセン選手に優勝プレート、金メダル 並びに優勝賞金21725ドルが贈られます。贈呈はデンマークのフレディ・スベント大使にお願いいたします。
The championship plate, gold medals, and the prize money of $21,725 are presented to Joachim Nielsen, Christinna by His Excellency Freddie Baden, the ambassador of Denmark to Japan.
The winners, Christinna Pedersen and Joachim Fischer Nielsen. Yeah, he grabs that gold medal at long last. They are the champions here at the Yonex Open Japan. His Excellency Mr. Freddie Baden, ambassador of Denmark, making the presentation, and that's very special for the Danish players. 20 years exactly since 1995 and the last Danish winners of the mixed doubles title here at the Japan Open. Well, I'm sure the previous winners, Thomas Lund and Marlene Thompson, will be the first to congratulate the new champions here in Tokyo. So what a thrilling way to get us off on finals day here today with that wonderful mixed doubles. Next up is the all-Japanese women's singles final, and the only final not featuring a left-handed player. Then we've got the men's singles with the left-handed Lin Dan, the two-time former champion and reigning Olympic champion, up against Victor Axelsen, who's competing in his 4th Super Series tournament final today, but still looking for his first ever title. Then we'll have women's doubles, and last up we will have men's doubles. But with the women's singles about to come on to court, there's going to be a lot of changes to this list next week. Carolina Marin will remain at number 1. Saina Nehwal will go down to number 3 because Wang Shouxian will go up to 2. Now the two finalists from today, Okuhara, win or lose, will go up to number 6, and Yamaguchi, who's currently not on that list, she's currently at 12, will come in at number 9. Also into that top 10 will come the Olympic champion, Li Shuirui. So we're going to have a totally different list in a week's time. So here come the players.
Japan, Nozomi Okuhara.
Akane Yamaguchi, there she is, the former champion. Nozomi Okuhara